Hello, my name is Troy Gray. I'm the director of Spindletop Gladys City Boomtown Museum in Beaumont, Texas. And we are taking a trip around the museum, looking at different objects and that. And today we're looking for a specific object, and there's a lot of objects in here, and we just didn't get a good story about objects. So one of the things that I really liked about the saloon, I wanted to introduce this book. It's really a great book. It's called Doctoring Oilfield Trash. And this is actually written about 50 years after the discovery of oil, but by a doctor that was at Spindletop at the right after they found the oil. And one of the things that you know about the saloon is that there were, of course, a lot of bad things happening. Of course, the saloons popped up all over Spindletop and that oil fields and that. And of course, that means also the prostitution and gambling houses also popped up. So the doctor actually talks about that, and they said, I'm just kind of reading very quickly. Many of these unfortunate women were young and beautiful, but it did not take long to destroy all semblance of beauty in that place of degradation. Once they entered that life, it seemed all hope left them, all power to exert themselves to leave departed. The only door that seemed open for escape was that of suicide. The men who kept these women, as well as the gamblers, the saloon men, were always ready to pay a high fee for professional services. So later it also just talks about how some of these committed suicide by drinking acid, and it was just a really sad life of a prostitute at that time. So while we kind of have a clean city, we also have to remember that many of the stores and the businesses, they didn't even have front doors because it was a 24-hour operation. People were making money and losing money, and it was just not probably a good place to visit this summer, and I'm ready to take a summer vacation. But back then, probably would not take a summer vacation at the oil fields. But there's a lot going on. I want to really plug in tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, starting at 4 o'clock, there is a very exciting art exhibit. This is Southeast Texas art done by Southeast Texas artists. And we're going to have this up for 3 months, but it's finally here. We're going to have that opening ceremony at 4 o'clock, probably be running until 8, 9 o'clock. So please come by. We'll be open late and that. Also, we have received really great news this week that the Gusher is coming back. We got a tentative date, tentative is the big key there, of August 9th. So we are finally able to, after 6 months or so, to be able to almost push the button again to have the water come out. So that's coming, and also, of course, in the fall, we're going to do open mic and family picnic nights. We're also going to have a new online series about 4 times a year, so that's going to be good. Look for information about that. But thank you for joining me today, and next week we'll be in the post office, and just thank you for being with us.